So the topic that I would like to touch today now is the wealth building fundamentals. Wealth building fundamentals for business owners.
Excellent, Claudia. So that's a very important subject for a business owner, because most of the business owners, they just give their lives to the business. So the business is their lives. They don't think about anything else other than let's just build the business. The fundamentals of building wealth as a business owner is so important, especially, well, I want to share a story. Couple brothers, they were running a business as sole proprietors with no structure. They were making $5 million. Thanks God, they didn't have any legal issues on those years. But the first thing we did was structure their business. They're an entity. Actually, I remember we did an S Corp for them. Well, there's an S Corp. They're filing as a partners because they're partners, the brothers, 50-50. And then our lawyers put together their contracts, because you never know. Even as a family member, you never know. Something can come up. The more money you make, people fall apart, even brothers. So we structure everything from their contracts, from the entity, because something happens, they have disagreements, they have everything in writing. So that was the first thing. Now, number two was, because they were making so much money, they didn't know where the money was going. So we started doing a strategic planning for their accounting. So they were doing their accounting cash basis, meaning whatever comes, that's what they were putting into the profit and loss and the balance sheet. So we had to take more on an accrual base, because there are some projects that they were serving food to other institutions, because they had a combination of catering, mid-market and all that, but they were not getting paid on time. But they were putting on their books like they got paid. They did not get paid. So we helped them structure their accounting. So that was number two. Number three, obviously, the tax planning. We did an amazing job when it came to the tax planning. The other thing was 2 locations. They were running the business for 10 years, renting and spending so much money. Like each of them, they were spending almost $150,000 per location on rent. And then we started looking at the numbers. Usually you need to buy your building. So within 60 days, we helped them with the support of the SBA, obviously. They bought a building. It was a $2.5 million building. They came up with a down payment, because we want to make sure the cash flow stays positive. We don't want to eat the cash flow. So now they own the building, right? But after a few years now, they are going after the second building. Think about it, Claudia. One of the biggest wealth in our country, in America, is real estate. So you, as a business owner, if you are renting right now, you need to buy your building. Even if it's a small space, you need to have that. You need to own the building, because we have seen business owners that have been running their businesses, Claudia, for 28 years. And then somebody comes and buys that building. They wanted to demolish and build something else. And the business owner livelihood goes poof in 1 second, because they are no longer have control about their location, because somebody else new came saying, hey, I'm the new owner, get out from my building, and you need to get out. So they lose everything. I have seen that every day. Business owners for 20, 25, 30 years running their business, they just poof, like nothing happened. Like it's just, they never had a business. So because of that, we help business owners. So this, going back to the brothers, right now they own their buildings. So from 5 million, they went to 10 million in 1 year. So they're growing. It's all about structuring wealth. Wealth building, wealth management for business owner. It starts not only on the accounting, but also the portfolio of their real estate. They need to have, Claudia, their real estate.
It's something, I know that when we meet with clients, that's the seed that we're always planting. Do you own, I remember you asking, do you own your property? No. Okay. So that's what I love about Tania. So this is a strategy. They're not even our clients, but this is a strategy. We want to help you buy your building. So we're already casting out the vision. Yeah. Maybe they didn't have the vision. Maybe they I know I make money, but I don't know where to put it or how is it managing. Yeah. But when somebody comes, a professional, somebody that knows what they're doing like you, and we're casting the vision. So now that's my language, right? When I go and sit down with clients, well, Mr. Client, do you own your property? No. Okay. So then our goal is going to be to work towards start building that, the portfolio and the property and getting that. So those are like basic things, the fundamentals that we need in order to start building that wealth as a business owner.
Yes. Real estate, number one, definitely. A business owner will never lose having a real estate portfolio. And then obviously other equities, we can build a portfolio of equities beside the real estate, and maybe acquisition of other businesses, maybe acquiring more businesses. So we help them with the complete structure and the dynamic of how they can build that wealth. And that's our number one job. Our strategists and team of advisors that we have here at Herbert Financial puts together that. And to the point that one day, if they want to exit, we also do an exit strategy that we can talk about in our next conversation about how do you exit your business and when do you want to exit? Do you want to exit at 20 million, at 30 million, 100, at $500 million, 1 billion? Where do you want to exit? Or do you want to just keep running your own business on the same location and then maybe transfer that as a legacy to your kids? So those are the things after the building, the wealth building for business owner. Now it comes the exit strategy, which is a different subject, a different game.
Yes. Well, it's amazing. Well, Tania, we'll keep on talking about helping and empowering business owners.
Yes.
All righty.